we are going to create an LWC component. You can see the manage MCP server settings here. The A4D MCP settings file is actually the place where you can. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to create an LWC component directly from a Figma design. To do that, we will use the MCP capabilities inside Agentforce Vibes. First, let's open Agentforce Vibes and check if the Figma MCP server is enabled. This connection is what allows Agentforce to understand and use our design content. To do so, let's open our Agentforce Vibes. As you can see, I have already opened it here. Click on I agree to the terms and enable. Now you can see the manage MCP server settings here. Click on that and click on the settings icon. Here you can see there is only one installed MCP server available, which is the Salesforce DX. Let's go ahead and install the Figma MCP. Click on install. Now it will install the required MCP configuration. But before we dive in, let's quickly understand what the MCP server actually is. The Model Context Protocol or MCP is an open standard that lets AI tools like Agentforce connect securely to external systems such as design tools, database or development environment. It gives the AI real context like your org metadata, schema, or in this case your Figma layout, so it can generate accurate personalized code instead of generic suggestions. In short, MCP turns Agentforce from a code generator into a true development partner that understands your environment. On a quick note, the A4D MCP settings file is actually the place where you can see all the settings associated with all the MCP servers that you have in your IDE. Here, as you can see, we have two MCP servers now. Actually, we have two MCP server configurations now. We have the Salesforce CLI and the Figma Context MCP. The agent has not finished setting up the configurations yet. It is soon going to ask for the API key for the Figma. In order to complete this task, you will have to have an API key from your Figma profile. Here, you can see that the agent is asking for a Figma API key. I already have my API key in my hand. I have my API key pasted in the chat box and I'm going to send it to the agent. The agent will use that API key to fill out this field in the configurations file. As you can see now, the agent has finished setting up the MCP server and it is ready to use. Now, let's go ahead and actually use one of our Figma design files and serve it to the agent so that it can actually build an LWC using the design file. Here I have a basic contact card which is designed in Figma. I'm going to copy this URL and feed it to the agent and I'm going to say, so here I have pasted the link in the chat box and I am saying to the agent to extract the hierarchies, colors and UI component structure from the design file for the LWC generation, and based on the Figma design I am asking the agent to create a LWC component named contactors. I'm also instructing the agent to create appropriate HTML structures and use SLDS compatible stylings, and also to create a JavaScript controller file. So let's go ahead and test this. Click send. As you can see, the agent is creating the necessary files. Here it has created the XML file. So as you can see here, the agent has completed the given task and created the LWC component based on the Figma design. Now let's ask the agent to deploy these changes into our org. The deployment of the generated files are successful. Let's go ahead and see if our component is there. Here I have opened one account record page and I'm going to edit the page. On center and click edit page, and I'm actually going to look for my component which is contact. As you can see, the contact as LWC comes under the custom components available. Let's go ahead and drop it into the page, and as you can see, the agent has done a pretty good job of creating the LWC component from our Figma design file. Let's go ahead and save this. We can see it in the account, and as you can see, you have created a contact us card from a Figma file without doing any coding. Now let's go ahead and add validation for our contact us card. So I'm pasting this prompt in here, which basically says when user clicks on the buttons, please validate the input fields and display alert messages based on the input. Go ahead and send it to the agent. As you can see, the Agentforce Vibes has completed the task with all the given instructions. Let's deploy these changes. Let's go back to our page and click on refresh, and let's try to submit without doing any. Go ahead and try to submit the contact us card without filling any input and message, and it will show you a banner or an alert message saying please fill all the required fields correctly, which is actually what we asked it to do, and it does automatically hide after 3 seconds. Now let's see what happens when you actually fill something. Sample send message, and it will tell you form submitted successfully, and there you have it. I just vibe coded a complete minimal Lightning web component straight from a Figma design file. Just remember, your results are only as good as the prompts you give. The clearer and more detailed your instructions, the better Agentforce Vibes understand what you want to build. Before you dive in and start asking to code, take a moment to plan. You can actually make use of the plan mode from Agentforce Vibes to plan your approach on what you have to build. Know what you want to achieve and then ask the agent to do it for you, not blindly but with intention. That's how you will avoid unexpected results. And one last thing, always review every change the agent makes before deploying. Make sure everything looks right and functions as expected. Build smart, prompt clearly. That's how you make the most out of Agentforce Vibes. That is all for this video. If you want us to do anything else, or if you want us to deep dive into any other parts of Agentforce Vibes, please feel free to drop a comment down below. Catch you in the next video. Thank you.